For decades, corporations have been utilizing manpower to harvest financial returns in exchange for some wages. However, the wages are never comparable to these guys, the managers, the bosses, and the executives. I'm really curious on how they determine the wage distribution for CEO. Fast forward to modern days, public companies are required by the SEC to disclose how much they are paying the executives and how this amount is derived. And because of this, I doubt the decision of the McDonald's management team after reviewing their pay metrics. And by the way, we will continue this video with the shareholder perspective, so now imagine you're an investor. If you look at the short-term metrics, they have operating income growth, system-wide sales growth, and human capital, which comprise of female representatives and minorities representatives. I think they are pretty good to me as they aim to benefit the company directly by enhancing their revenue generating ability as well as shaping a good corporate image for being inclusive. But these metrics account for only 16% of the CEO's potential pay. In contrast, 76% are taken up by the long-term metrics. They include EPS growth, ROIC, TSR, and share price. I was still passionately going through all the numbers until I acknowledged that McDonald's is having a negative shareholder equity, potentially resulted from the continuous share repurchasing program. And I was thinking, does it mean that shareholders basically have no ownership towards the assets McDonald's is holding? Look at the figures, they seem like taking out loans to finance their share buyback. I was just wondering why they are so aggressive at buying back the shares. Linking it back to the main discussion of this video, what really concerns me is how this activity associates with the metrics that determine the CEO pay. Let's have a math class now. EPS is derived from profit divided by outstanding shares, and TSR is calculated as the sum of the dividend and the difference between the current price and the purchase price divided by the purchase price. And lastly, share price goes up when supply goes down. Have you noticed that they have one common feature? Their results are directly influenced by the number of shares or the share price, which means these metrics are favored by the share buyback, as when the outstanding shares in the market are reduced, it benefited the EPS by reducing the denominator. Of course, I have no basis to determine McDonald's true intentions. However, it has made me realize how easily these metrics can be manipulated for undesired purposes. An increase in EPS may appear positive initially, but we dive deeper. What really causing the increase in EPS? Is it due to the income growth or a reduction in outstanding shares? What motivates the implementation of a share buyback program? And if we want to be more cautious, we can even question why the income is rising. Is it a result of reduced spending on R&D, or is it truly indicative of strengthened sales? In conclusion, it's great to pay an excellent CEO more when the indicators signal a great company performance. And of course, all these metrics are easy to use, but as shareholders, it's very important for us to understand the factors behind these metrics. What really causing the performance, the result of these metrics?